yeah. Ridiculous music time. You know what that means. We're about to get started. I say this at the beginning of every one. YouTube limits you to what music you can play. So it offers me, YouTube is kind enough to offer me free music that's copyright free that they will let me use. This is one of those songs. It is called Bunny Hop by Quincas Moriera. It is known as Bright and Happy. All right, enough of that crap. How do we turn this off? Get out of here. Get out of here with this. There we go. Stop it on the downbeat. How we doing, everybody? Welcome to the Saturday night stream. Not a Friday night stream, a Saturday night stream. Doing it a little different. How the heck are we? So tonight, there's not... Oh, hold on. We know how we got to start these. Ready? Hang on. Hopefully my mic picks this up. Oh, yeah. Hopefully that picked up. Guys, how we doing? Welcome. Cracking a cold one. Oh, yeah, it's good. Make sure you got a cold beverage, a snack. We're going to do some nuclear... Well, not even shenanigans. Today is just cool, calm, and collected. I forgot to turn my fan on, and it's hot here. Hang on. Oh, there we go. That's fan number one. Because, when you live somewhere where it's 110 degrees outside, which is about the equivalent of 40... let me do my conversion. About 46, 47 degrees. No, sorry, 43 degrees Celsius. Yeah, you got to be prepared. Fortunately, it's not too bad today, but yeah, I know, right? Free music, no one. They have some good stuff. There's one. I mean, this one, use caution because this one has some swear words. So if you have little ones surrounding your speakers, I'll play this one for you real quick. This one sounds kind of cool. See that? I mean, that's not too bad. Anyway, there you go. So that is so it has some good songs. But you're right. Most of them are kind of useless. It's pretty rare to find any that are good like that. But here we go. Okay. So where I'm at in the let me make sure I can see. Gotta get my other monitor up so I can see everybody. Okay, stream health is good. I can see chat. So I've already started up. I've already done a startup. If you're looking for a startup, you can go watch previous video. But I don't want to do that tonight. Tonight we're just gonna meet demand. That's all I'm doing. I'm just gonna play through. It's gonna be boring. I'll answer some of your questions, but we are just meeting demand. I'll start on the left side of the room, work my way around, show you where we're at. Right, we've got external power off. We've got generator set to automatic so that inevitably when it shuts down and I forget to flip on external power, the generators will catch it. Shooting for 300 on the temperature. Back that out. So we'll pull it out. See if we can get that up a little bit. No chemicals today. Again, still no chemicals because there's just too much going on. I'm trying to show you guys stuff, just the basics. Adding chemicals doesn't change that much. It adds a bunch of extra steps during startup, but then once you get it set to wherever you want it, you just leave it alone. Primary is at 15. This is where we set it when we first pull rods, and we just leave it there. Our turbine, haven't touched it. Zero bypass, still running, riding the resistor banks as normal. We're synced up. We know this because wrong button. Because did I completely lose it? Hold on. Oh, there it goes. Because we're synced up, right? So and we're circuit breaker closed, so we know we're all connected to the city and providing what they need. All the citizens of Nuclear Utopia. Running one loop. Haven't touched it. This is where it was set when it was started up, except for this guy. This guy we set to 6 to help fill our retention tank, and then we closed it off, or moved it down to 5. And I could probably... I'll just leave it. I think in this one I didn't run it all the way up to 50 because I wanted to test something. So yeah, I could put it at 6. This would rise a little faster, especially if I put this at 100. I guess there's no harm in doing so. So far, from what I can tell, changing this between 30, which will keep the retention tank where it's at, and 100, which fills it, or anything above 30 really, doesn't affect any other systems. Where that extra steam goes, I don't know. I guess it just kind of compensates by pulling it through the I'd have no idea. So haven't gone that far. I haven't been able to test it yet. We're nowhere near where we could pull our vacuum on our own without a separate vacuum. We can tell that from right here. And our temperature, right, just sits at 25, which will match very closely the temperature outside, except for it's not. It's a few degrees higher, but I think if the temperature goes up outside, you'll see this one go up. My fill level, haven't even looked at it. Don't care. I know it's falling. The reason I know it's falling is when I look at my EFR on the left, my extraction flow rate, it is higher, meaning it's pulling out more than my CFR, condensate flow rate, which means that is the rate at which the condensate, I was going to say tank, collector is filling, because steam is being turned back into water at a rate of, we'll just call it 35.3, but the water being taken out and sent back to the steam generator is at 50. So we're pulling out more than we're adding back in, so it's falling. Not even worried about it. Let me just say this at the beginning. Those of you who, especially on one loop, starting equipment, one fuel core, no upgrades, plant ready to go, and you guys see this and freak out. Oh, it's in the yellow. Oh, it's near the red. I'm gonna go flip on my condenser pump. You have just signed the death sentence of your system. And more on that later in a little bit after I finish talking about everything. You don't need to. Just let it go. What is that word? You need to focus. You need to call up your inner Elsa and just let it go. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. And there's things we can do if it's not fine. But this has a long way to go. And look, in a system of 121,000 liters, I'm losing, I don't know, 100 every game minute or something. It's fine. It will work itself out. It's okay. It's okay. As you saw, my retention tank, I'm filling it back up toward 50. It's a very slow tick. And normally I'd have this at 30 to freeze it. But yeah, otherwise everything's doing good. YouTube, your free music. Yeah, I'm checking the comments now. Live in the summer in MSCV, hot and humid. Yeah, we have humidity right now because rain came through, which is kind of unusual. I'm in the southwest portion of the United States. It's very deserty. Is it arid? Is that the right word? Arid desert. Very dry, very hot. The dry heat that everybody talks about. EFSbox Gaming, hello. How we doing? You guys are awesome. Ivan Marcelo Preti. Well, hello, sir. How are you? Who knows who Ivan Marcelo Preti is? Anybody know? Anybody know? Anybody know? Awesome to have you with us tonight. Yeah, so I'm just gonna play it hot and straight and regular. And I guess I should say Ivan. Buenas noches, Ivan. Buenas tardes. And hello to all of you. Sorry I can't say hello in every language. I know bonjour. I know Swani Kap. I know Guten, I guess it'd be Nacht, because it's at nighttime, maybe over in Europe. G'day, if you speak Australian. What other ones do I know? I used to know how to say hello in like 30 different languages, so. Yeah, do I plan to do an EU time stream? I did one last week. I wasn't going to plan one this weekend. I might be able to do one Monday, but that's kind of a rough time for people. So, yeah, I might do that. Okay, so for meeting demand and things like that, right now we're making 20 megawatts. This is where I came out when I had finished my startup. The city wants 10. There are more than one way to do this. I'm going to show you one way. And I need to give this disclaimer that there are so many different variables on how to run this system. The numbers that you're going to see that I put into bypass, that I put into secondary, that I put into MSCV, all of these are going to be different. And one of the big factors is the core temperature. 300 is a little bit on the low end, as indicated here by the operative level. This is just what I'm used to. And so I'm going to show it with this 300. 360 is about the max. You could go somewhere in the middle, maybe 330, but just know that what you're going to see here tonight will look different if you are running at a temperature other than 300, whether that is higher or lower. Canadian Goat, how we doing? Is Ivan real? I would assume Ivan's real. Iván, ellos quieren saber si usted es real o no. So, okay. Yeah, so let's get going. This is going to be kind of boring and simple, but the way that I go down to bypass, or I'm sorry, go down to meet demand at this lower end is with bypass. And I'll show why. I'll demonstrate why first. Hopefully this doesn't kill the game, but I'm going to demonstrate why. Previous to 191, the way that I would have done that is by closing down my MSCV to 4 and this guy to follow. Whoops. Right? Because we do that 5-to-1 ratio where this is 5 times this number. And that's what keeps us in balance. The number on the right, which is my steam outlet, because my bypass is closed, is going to drop to 40. That is limited by my MSCV. The number on the left, which is my coolant returning, the return flow into the steam generator, is also going to go down to 40 because that's what I've set it. That number happens to be double this one, unless you have upgraded pumps and things like that. The one in the middle is going to shoot up for a moment because I have less cold water coming in, so there's this like surge in heat, and then it'll come back down and you'll see everything 40 across the board. And this works great. I lose about 3 megawatts, 3 to 4 depending, and everything works fine. If you notice, for my condenser balance, the EFR is now much closer to my CFR. So before where we were seeing about 14 or 20 liter drop each tick, now we're down to about 4. Well, that's great news. There's one problem with this, and it's this guy. He's dropping. The retention tank drops when you take this below 5. The way to avoid that is by raising your pressure. If your pressure is near 65, I'm going to say 63 to 65 bar, it will prevent this from draining. And there's really not anything I can do. I can open up bypass to help with it. It won't be enough. So for that reason, the sole reason of the retention tank, with this current setup, what I have, I leave this at 5 and 25. And once this all settles back, you'll see that my retention tank freezes. It doesn't need to settle. It's pretty instant, right? It has stopped dropping and now it's filling back up because I have this at 100. No hay problema si, Iván, si necesita que explico algo o decirlo otra vez en español, por favor, dígame y lo haré. So as you all know, the developer y también estoy tratando de hablar más lento. The developer of this game lives in Argentina. English is his first language. And Spanish is his first language, and he does not speak fluent English, not very well. So he's here with us tonight, and kind of watching. So that's why I keep repeating things en español. Estaba diciendo que Iván, usted viva al sur y que inglés no es su idioma primero y que no habla bien fluent. Olvidé la palabra. I happen to speak, semi-fluent Spanish. It's been a long time. I lived in Mexico for a number of years. It's been a while. So I'm repeating these things for Ivan and anybody else who speaks Spanish. So please forgive me for butchering it. But anyway, so we're back to 5 and 25. Regresamos a 5 y 25. And our output is back at 20. So to get this down, I use bypass. Para bajar nuestro output poder, utilizo el bypass. Porque si este está abajo de 5 y 25, el nivel de retention tank calla. y no alta. Actually, it is right now. Okay, so the reason it's falling right now is because I've opened bypass. So not as much as going through the OMSI. To counteract this, I now open this guy, the SMSI. And I need it pretty high. For what I'm going to put it at about 45, I think. And so this will go up a little bit. But you'll notice that as this increases, the retention tank level has stopped falling and now it's actually going back up. Para asistir el nivel de retention tank, cuando utilizo el bypass, también tengo que poner SMSI para ayudar. Stop, speak Chinese. Yes, Ivan in the chat is the developer. So how do I know Spanish that good? Well, I don't know if I'd say it's that good, but I lived in Mexico for a few years in the early 2000s. I've lived in the States ever since. And yeah, so I apologize. I just kind of feel honored that Ivan is here. And so I'm trying to speak Spanish. But so this dropped us down about 3 megawatts. We're going to raise this up even more. I'm doing a little bit at a time. Bajamos desde 20 hasta el 17, pero quiero bajar más, entonces necesito más bypass. And when I do that, y cuando lo hago, it changes how much is coming through the SMSI. Although actually right now it's doing okay. If I open this up more, then more will come through. But I just use bypass to get this all the way down. I think it needs to be around 45, 46 to get me down to 10, so that I don't have to rely on the resistor banks. Necesito casi 45 de bypass para dejar usar resistor banks. So we're pretty close. Ya estamos casi cerca. And this is still, ya está bajando ahora. Okay, so it's going down now. So I'm going to use a little bit more of the SMSI. I mean, I could crank it because I want this going up. I could crank it all the way to 100. Porque quiero subir el nivel hasta el 50. Puedo poner 100 aquí. And that will, because I want this going up to 50, I can put 100 there at the SMSI and I can make that go up all the way. If you notice, our EFR and our CFR, el EFR y CFR, no son iguales. They're not the same. Porque el EFR está más alto que el CFR, because EFR is higher than CFR, el nivel del condenser suba. Digo baja. The condenser level still continues to fall. This CFR, I know that's really annoying for me to switch back and forth. I'll do it a little less, I'm sorry. The CFR, it will slowly increase. Eventually we will reach equilibrium. It takes a while. It takes a long while. So then some people would say, okay, well, is there a way to get it matched now? And there absolutely is. And the way to do that is to change and to lower the flow speed. When we lower this one, it will lower our EFR down closer to what our CFR is. Well, except for that we go into those other problems that we saw. We can leave our MSCV alone, and that will help the retention tank, but then this would get out of balance. So there's a lot of pieces that are going into this, and there's a lot of balancing acts that we're trying to work out all together all at one time. Now, because I'm less than 1,000 kilowatts here, this is close enough I can take my resistor bank off. And I won't get yellow boxed. I'm within the 10% of the city demand. That looks like I'm right there. So a little high, but not too bad. If I check so trying to keep this at 300, so we keep this coming down. Okay. And this is still coming up. So again, I'm just shooting for 50. It's a nice number. Can I stop at 43? Sure, I think I can. But 50 also seems like a good, nice number. So coming back to chat. How do my Spanish say? Can you explain what our OMSI and SMSI valves do? Sure. So those are the words that are the how I've decided to pronounce them. And the SMSI, startup motive steam inlet, SMSI valve, and the OMSI valve, operational motive steam inlet valve. SMSI, OMSI. What they do, and it's hard to tell from this diagram, but what they do is they bring steam into this little guy here called the retention tank. If you were to close these off, it would essentially shut down this system, the vacuum part of the system, and everything would go straight to the condenser. What bypass does, and this all makes sense later, bypass takes steam from the steam condenser around the turbine, out of the steam generator, around the turbine and directly back into the condenser. And we can see that here. So remember that these are closed loops. This is one loop. It's closed. It does not actually, it just passes through our steam generator here. This is a closed loop here. It just passes through the condenser. Actually, no, it includes the condenser. I'm sorry, it includes the condenser, right? Steam generator, turbine, pump that pulls, or back to the condenser, pump that pulls, and it goes actually around, imagine this going around the back to the steam generator. And then this is a closed loop here that does not really interact with the condenser. A different fill level and things. Make sure I'm saying that all true. Yeah, I think I said that right. So the bypass, all it does is it continues this loop and just goes around the turbine. And so what our OMSI and SMSI do? Our SMSI takes some of that bypass that's going, some of the steam that's going through bypass and redirects it here to the retention tank. It's not depicted very well here, but what that's doing is is just taking the steam, the SMSI, it's going, when it leaves the steam generator by way of the bypass pipes, it then makes its way down here into the retention tank before going back to the condenser. The OMSI does a similar thing. In its normal piping, going from the turbines and returning to the condenser, no bypass, right? Just the steam is making electricity, and it going back to the condenser, the OMSI is taking part of that, kind of pulling it off and sending it to the retention tank before it's being sent back via the vacuum to the condenser. So that's what those do. If I close off the bypass, zero bypass, no steam going through it, SMSI does nothing. Absolutely nothing. If I have 100% bypass and no steam going to the turbine, I'm going out on a limb here. I can't say whether this is completely true or not. But if I remember correctly, if I have 100% bypass, no steam going to the turbines, the OMSI will do nothing, because there's because all of the steam is going through the bypass and none through the turbines. So this is dependent on steam going through the turbines. This one is dependent on steam going through the bypass. Hopefully that makes sense. Scared of the new patch, the condenser. It is a little scary, but it's really a set it and forget it. Right now, I am manipulating it to raise this number, but let's say I didn't want to. If I drop this to 30, if I go down to 30, down. If I go to 30, because I have some bypass open, I will need SMSI. Otherwise, there's not enough steam to keep the retention tank full. But if I go down to 30, okay, this keeps filling. I can put this down to, it kind of varies, but I'm just going to say like 82. This should freeze. Okay, one too far. It's somewhere around here, 82, 83, 84, and it'll stop. If you're not using bypass, you can set this at 30 and kind of forget this whole system. And you could just ride the resistor banks. That's kind of boring though, because then there's nothing to do. the demand changes and you're just kind of staring at things waiting for demand to come up. So to me, I find that boring. You may not, and that's okay, but that's why I do it this way. So are we going up or down? I think that's down, isn't it? Yeah, down. So this needs to actually have more to it. So, but because I'm trying to raise this up, I will open these all the way. So I want to get to that 50, just for no real reason other than fun. You'll notice that our CFR continues to rise to get closer to that 50 of the EFR. So hopefully that explains that. Multitasking is peak, right? What happens to the extra energy you store in the resistor bank? It is lost as heat. That system exists in the real world. It's used a little differently in the real world, but it does exist, and it's a heat sink. It's just lost, as someone said. Power grids can't move right, so the resistor bank stopped. Yep. Why bypass the stream when you can hold energy on resistor bank? And that absolutely true. So hopefully I think I answered your question without before I read it. I just don't want to rely on my resistor banks. So all of this bypass business is simply because I don't want to rely on resistor banks. But yes, I could do either. Kind of just my style, I like to try and get as close to this number as I can. In fact, this might need to be 50 now that I think about it. Might have to go up to 50 to get down to 10. And just to meet the demand as close as I can, that's what I aim for. So again, that's just personal play style. If you don't want to mess with bypass, no problem. This just gives me something to do. Because I guess the other way I could do this is you can switch the resistors, the diverted percentage, from automatic mode to manual mode, and then you have to dial it in yourself. That's another way of doing it. Careful on the jumps, right, and the drops, that you don't damage the city or your turbines. But that is also another way to do that. So yeah, hopefully that answers that question. Okay, because the resistors may wear down when they are used. Yes, so does the vacuum pump. The vacuum pump also takes time. So eventually, at some point, I'm going to have to turn this guy off. Right now, I believe it's 13 days that it'll last. In 13 days, I should be making 100 kilograms per minute of steam. Once you can get this up to 100 or a combination, I haven't tried the combination because I haven't done more than one loop, but once this is 100 or 50-50, then it should be able to run without the vacuum pump running. So you can do maintenance on it. But right now it is wearing, and if I have AO go do his thing.
Operator, I'm going to start with the analysis of the situation of the plant.
Okay. Service compliance. So I have some time. I'm going to speed this up. I'm going to go triple speed just because otherwise we're going to sit at 10 megawatts for a while. But I have this dialed in pretty close. I guess I could maybe adjust it a little bit to try and get it close to that 10.2. But otherwise, things are looking pretty good. I'll turn this off now. Not off, but try and get it stopped-ish, because again, it does take some... Whoa, too far. See if we can freeze that. We're going down a little fast, so let's come up. Still coming down. Go up. Still coming down. That's a little higher than I would have expected, but it's okay. And I'm going to get my my points by running around the... This also won't stay the same. If I leave this at 88, eventually it either won't be enough or it'll be too much. So just be aware of that. It doesn't hold fast all the time. Okay, we'll do a little bit more. Okay, that looks pretty good. So we're going to go on a quick field trip. Now it's going up, that's fine. We'll go on a little bit of a field trip. Leave the pot on the stove burning. And let's go get the rest of our points so that we can... I don't know why I'm not using the stairs. That's kind of... Or the elevator. It's kind of silly. but we'll go get our points. Wait for our points. There we go. AO checks all things for maintenance repair. If missed something, we have to check manually. No, there's nothing that we have to scan manually. And there are certain things that we cannot scan or fix ourselves. Some things we can, very few. But 95% of things AO needs to fix. I don't actually think I need to come up to this room, do I? Now that I'm thinking about it. That's all right. We'll take a quick lap around the building. So if you haven't seen the new changes, you can see them. Okay, I guess I do. Generator turbine. Right, this is our electric generator, and this is our steam generator. Or turbine, I guess, is probably the... Maybe generator's not the right word. Very pretty new design. Okay, so he's done. Oh, okay. Iván, todavía está aquí. Por favor, escuche este sonido cuando bajo de los asientos. Stairs. Hace como una ta 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 ta. I was telling Ivan that it makes a weird sound when I go down the stairs. Voy a subir el volumen. I'm going to turn up the volume real quick so we can hear that. Yeah, it's just that weird sound in the background. I just wanted him to hear it because it's kind of a bug. When we go down, I'm going to turn it up some more. Okay. There we go. Okay, perfect. Perfecto. I just wanted to make him aware of it. So here's our beautiful, bellísima condenser room with all the pipes. Listen, you can hear the things running. Isn't it beautiful? Que linda. Okay, our awesome condenser room. You can hear the steam in the pipes. It's kind of new. Do you guys know that you can hear the lights? Podemos escuchar la luz? Oh, I don't hear it right now. No lo oigo ahorita. No, no está. Okay, and then we're gonna go outside. Vamos por afuera. Let's actually do this. Oh, and let's look at AO's maintenance report real fast. So if I go, whoops. So if we look at maintenance tasks, we have none, and this is good. That if you do this and you see that the integrity of your turbine has dropped a little bit, it's probably because you started sending steam before you had a complete vacuum. But do notice that if we look at where are they at? So our turbine starts to get wear, sure. What I'm looking for is also pressurizer heater wear is much lower. Thank you. That was wonderful. And now I don't see it. Estoy buscando el nivel de wear del bomba de vacuum. Oh, right here. Okay. So the vacuum pump is... So it's not a lot, again, but it does wear over time as you use it. So just keep that in mind, that eventually you're going to need to service that. And there was one other thing. Oh, the resistor banks. Did I pass those? They should be a power transformer. Oh, okay. So I think this is actually a bug where there's no wear on them. So free resistor banks. I think that needs to be changed. But let's go outside and look at the... And I say this every time I go outside, not just because Ivan's here, but I really love how the outside looks. I think it's cool. I think it's pretty. The butterflies, have you guys seen the butterflies? Okay. That will do is automatic also. Okay, so we got our points there, and I think that's it. If we look at our objectives, yep, that's it. So, you guys remember, right, that to refill from the tank, the valves must be closed. There's big warnings on the wall right here telling us, right, very important, will cause fire. So, there you go. Iván, todavía no hay vapor. I was telling him there's still no steam from the condenser or the cooling towers. Anteriormente, creo que la temperatura tenía que estar arriba de 35 y tal vez está así todavía. Before, it had to be above 35 degrees to see steam coming out of the cooling towers. And I believe in one of his notes he said that he was going to have it come out all the time, and it's not. So I wonder if that just hasn't been looked at yet. Camera, yes, it does sound like camera shutters, 100%. Retention tank in condenser room, yes. And I should have pointed that out. I'm sorry. That would have been smart for me to do. When I was looking at them, there was that silver pipe that went horizontal. On the left was the vacuum pump. On the right is the retention tank. It's just it looks like a miniature condenser with some pipes coming out of it. So it's pretty boring looking, but that's the retention tank, yes. Just in the condenser update now, it has to be much hotter. Okay. So it has to be much hotter to show steam. Más que 35? Does it need to be more than 35 degrees to show steam? So, okay, so where are we at? So notice this is still coming up, right? We're at 47.7. We have, I think this has actually gone down a little bit. Either way, it's frozen-ish. We're still making about the same. I'm sure my temperature's come down about a degree. Yep. Okay, so we'll pull this. And yeah. So again, to do it the other way, to use my MSCV and flow speed to meet demand, I need my pressure much higher. And I have to sort of artificially inflate that. The way that I would do that, and it's very temporary, is I would close my MSCV at a lot of heat and let this rise. Let it fill with back pressure. It's not very easy. I find it not as easy to do. So, again, I'm not showing the best way. I am not showing the only way. I am not showing the way that I even necessarily recommend. I am showing one way that I have found that works. I don't consider myself an expert. I don't consider myself to know everything. This is just one way that I use, that I like, that works. And that's kind of what I go with. Okay, we're going to go triple speed again so that we can start actually like meeting demand and things. So it is going up slowly. We'll increase this to 100, get that close to 50 for no real reason. Retention tank sits right next to the vacuum. Yes, it is. You are correct, adversary. Okay, you keep your heater and thermostats on or off. Always on. The previous, in like years ago, we used to have to, hang on, I think I'm about to change. Yeah, so we're going to go up in demand right here at 1700. So I'm going to talk about this real quick. It used to be that we controlled this. You had to pulse it on and off. And actually, I can change that to low. We were the ones that did it. That's also where this legacy code of having AO, where is it at? Do the, whoops. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Wrong button. Oh, that was fast. Oh, muy rápido. There we go. I lost my cursor. Come back, turn him on, have him, he should be doing, go throughout the plant. Okay. Right here. This one, stabilization of the pressurizer, that's what he did. He sat there and pushed that button on and then off for you. That's where that came from. Now we have thermostat, and it does that for us. When the temperature gets to a certain, well, temperature, it'll kick on, and it keeps our pressure up for us. So it's a set it and forget it. You'll see that it gets down close to 150, maybe 151. It kicks on and goes up to well, depending on what setting you have. We'll just say 173-ish, plus or minus. Okay, we're up to 12 now. Okay, new hour. So to meet that, I'm just going to dial this back a little bit. I'll do maybe 10. And this will rise. And then here, if I'm watching this, I would back this off no, actually I think I would increase it a little bit normally, but I want this to keep going up, so I'm just going to leave it where it is. And again, I could do that faster if I move this to 100. Let's do that. We'll get that to 50 and then forget about it. Notice now our condenser has essentially, right, we're about even. In a system of 106,000 liters, it's going up by 0.1 liter, which is not a lot. I didn't have to touch anything. You can get a little artificial bump by changing the retention tank. The retention tank, let me be very clear, because apparently there was some misunderstanding about this. The retention tank does not control the condensate flow rate. Does not control it. But you can get a little bump in it by rapidly dropping the fill level. It's temporary, but it does help get you to that balance. So it just balances on its own. This is part of why I like to leave my secondary pump at 25, because it leaves that extraction rate at 50, because that is a direct control. Your secondary pump speed directly controls your extraction flow rate, the EFR. It's your CFR is going to go toward that number. Might go up, might go down a little bit sometimes, especially depending on the setup. But for the most part, so if that's constantly going up and down as you move your MSCV up and down, or just the secondary pump for whatever reason, that number will always be in flux. It'll always be changing, and it will never balance. But right now, if I look at the condenser fill level, it should be absolutely frozen. Oh, it's going down. Rounding error. We're going to call it a rounding error. So it's probably really like 49.9 something. So pretty close. Okay, but that's pretty good. Oh, there it went. It just went down. So it will also go up and down. But again, I have not had to fill this. I have not touched it. My fill level is sitting here right above red, 15,000. I'm fine with it. The number in the middle will go down, it'll go up, it'll go below 50, it'll go above 50, above, below. It's okay. This is where we reach down inside for our inner ELSA and we let it go. Let it do its thing. It will oscillate up and down, which means this will go up and down a little bit. But again, in a system of 15,000 liters, we're talking about 5 liters, if that, as it goes up and down. We're okay. Very, very small percentage. It's all good. Don't chase the colors. That's the best I can say. I haven't been paying very good attention, so we might be below. Oh, no, we're right above it. Okay, so we are at about 12. This will give us a better idea of how close we are, because it doesn't show us the kilowatts anymore, just the rounded megawatts. So we could probably go up even a little bit more, except for this guy. This guy rounds down. This one I think always rounds down to whatever it is. Oh, look at that. That's pretty good. And our resistor banks are off. So we're doing pretty good. Okay. If we come and check our retention tank, where are we at? Still coming up as expected, because I have both of these at 100. Once that gets to 50, I will shut them down. We're going to go triple speed to hurry to the next hour. And in our next hour, our demand will increase. The maximum of the day at 15, it'll sit there for a few hours. Also, I forgot to give this disclaimer earlier. When I said the setup works for when you mark plant is ready to go. It's first time startup, 1 core, starting equipment, first time starting, not a restart, no upgrades on the pumps. Everything's just vanilla, as vanilla as you can get, and difficulty is set to normal. Easy or apprentice mode. The condenser does not react the same way. It that does not take time for things to condense. It is instant. So things will look different if you are on any other mode other than normal. Not the difficulty mode. Or, well, not the demand, sorry. Not the demand mode. The difficulty normal. I haven't played this other one. But my guess is that this will just instantly go to 50 or wherever it is. It'll go fast. So just keep that in mind. So we'll go back to triple speed, check everything. How's our temperature doing? I work in aviation safety, as some of you know if you've followed me for a little while. And when it comes to flying airplanes, the takeoff, oh, that was too far. The takeoff is exciting. The landing is exciting, right? Because there's things going on, there's things to do. Cruising at 13,000 feet, boring. And that's what we're doing right now, is we're just cruising a little bit. And that's okay. There is still some challenge in meeting these different demand profiles and things that I enjoy. Are we over 50? Yes, we are. So let's bring this way down because I forgot about it. So I can actually bring, and I'll show you how to lower this here if you want to. So we'll bring this back to, we're down pretty far, so I'm going to go down to 80 and see what happens. See what that does for our number. Still going up, so I don't need that much. Let's go down to 70. Okay, now it's coming down. Cool. If you weren't using bypass at all and this was 0, 30 is the magic number. Less than 30, this will drop. More than 30, this will rise. So just a little hint to you there. Now, because of the level of bypass that I have and the level of MSCV, the amount of steam, my steam outlet is 52. Please note that bypass attributes also adds to steam outlet. Taking a drink. And now it's going down. Sometimes you have to match that. No, it's not. It's going back up. So now I have to match that because otherwise my condenser level is falling. I know that without looking because I'm not in balance. So to balance that, I just move this up. So when I say that this is a 5-to-1 ratio, within reason, really what we're doing is we're looking at these numbers. We want these numbers to match. And because I dumped in a bunch of cold water, or I'm dumping in more cold water, that's why the middle number is dropping. It will stop, it'll turn around, it'll come back. Just give it time. And that cooling down effect is also going to change this one also. Also going to change this one also. That's good English. Okay, so now we're up to 15, so we'll pull bypass back even more. Let's go down to, say, okay, 24 it is. Right, we'll let that do. We're going to go triple speed just so we get our reactions a little more quickly. This should be dropping, which it is. And 15, it looks like we're pretty close to it. Yep, pretty close. Check our temperature. I overshot it a little bit. I got greedy, but that's okay. 302 is okay. We'll let it naturally decay down. Sitting at 15, yeah, I like that. And our balance, so it came back up, but now it's down to 51. That probably has to do with the bypass being closed a little bit. I can't get my return flow rate because of the limitations on the steam generator, the secondary pump. I can't get it to 51. It's always going to be double, so it'll always be an even number. But if I have to pick one in this case, sure, I don't mind adding a little bit more. Right? Again, in a system this big, those small changes really aren't that big of a deal. Looking at chat. Let's see here. Also, the top fans. I noticed you guys with the crowns. I'm not familiar with this. Do you guys click top fans? And or are you guys just top fans because YouTube gave that to you? I don't know that system very well. But I know there's things I can do, which I might turn on one day. People can like pay money to be highlighted and things like that in chat, which would be cool. Help me work toward that new computer, but I just haven't turned it on yet. Okay, notice this is down to 50, so I'm actually going to change this, which will probably make it come back up. But watch, now this middle number is going to spike because I have less cold water in there now, right? So now the number on the right is going to spike again, just like I thought. So it balances. You just got to give it time, work with it. It's coming back down. So yeah, it's just kind of always, again, it's just a system. We just let it do its thing and we don't freak out. Looking at service compliance, we're going to stay here for the next few hours, and then it'll come down. This is still, again, it's up sometimes, it's down sometimes. Right now, because the number on the right, the CFR, we are turning more steam into water than water is being pulled out, which is the left number, the EFR, extraction flow rate. Our condenser's going up. So everybody's freaking out all the time. Oh, my condenser's going down, my condenser's going down. Yeah, give it time. It'll come back, it'll oscillate back. Oh, so you just jumped to 53.3. That is because, okay. Ivan can tell me if I am wrong in this, but from what I understand, this is the weather forecast. The temperature today is supposed to be 22 degrees. As the sun, this game is so sensitive. Ivan has put so much thought and detail into this game that as the sun moves through the sky, from one horizon across the midday sky to the other end, the temperature outside actually changes. Not by a lot, by only a few degrees, but it changes the outside air temperature. That outside air temperature actually has an impact on our condenser, and it updates every hour, I believe. Not every hour, but it calculates every hour. And that will attribute to these jumps. As the temperature changes, our CFR will jump. So on each hour, you might see that happen. So keep that in mind, that's probably what's happening. Hopefully Ivan can dispel that if I have said that wrong. Looking at, okay, please save the progress so I can later see if it was oh, okay. Ivan, yep, no problem. Let me save that for you. Let's go. I'll just call it, I don't know, 8. Okay. Ivan quiere ¿cómo se llama? File ahorita o más luego. Más tarde. Okay. So you saw in chat that he's going to adjust that. So, as a new player, should you try normal or keep easy? It's up to you. If Blackjack Films, if you want to kind of feel things out and get an idea of the controls, sure. Just know that when you change to normal mode, I won't say it's going to feel like a new game. You're definitely going to feel the difference, and things that worked in easy mode won't necessarily work in normal mode. So just keep that in mind. Rib said try normal mode, right? Just not everything works. Yep, I'm with that. Top fans are most interacting, watching viewers, whatever floats your boat. Awesome. Well, those of you who are top fans, I really appreciate it. Played from level 2 to level 3, found preferred writing core temp and primary loop speed below 30. Yep. Don't like them with bypass intentions. Yeah, and it's totally, like I said, I think I said the disclaimer once, I'll say it again. This is not the only way. This is not the best way. This is not the right way. This is not there is no only right or best way. And anybody who tells you is probably not being honest or doesn't understand the game, because the numbers that I'm using here would be totally different if I changed this 20 degrees. That's just how in depth Nucleares is. So, and credit to Ivan for that. But, so this is just my method. And what I'm trying to more demonstrate to you guys is the concepts, right? That when I see, if I look at my retention tank and it's going down, okay, what do I need to do? I see it going down. It went from 0.47 to 0.46. What do I need to do to get that up? Well, I need to either increase this or I need to increase this to make that happen. I think I brought this down to demonstrate something. Oh no, because it was above 50, right? And now it's going to go back up. That is a conceptual thing. That is not a number thing. I'm not telling you have to put it at 100. I'm not telling you that 100 would even work, because again, it depends on the bypass and other things too, your MSCV setting and such. So again, hopefully you guys are taking more of the concepts away from this as opposed to the actual numbers. Play from level 2. The power output control isn't as precise. Babysitting that retention tank kills. Yeah. No, I absolutely get it. And if people don't want to babysit this, yeah, I get it. Don't have to. Another way you can fine tune here is with your primary pump speed and your core temperature. If you like changing your core temperature a whole bunch, absolutely by all means do it. I can drop this to 280 and it will drop my power output. It'll also change everything else. But again, there's more than one way to do this. And I'm not even necessarily showing you guys the way that I would do it myself if I'm just doing a private game and just kind of testing things and messing around with it and seeing what works. Maybe it is. Maybe it's not. I don't know. It depends on the situation. And I'm still learning this system also. Sorry, taking a drink. Don't forget to hydrate. Save your game often. Hydrate more often. Yeah, so this is just what works for me and for right now. Let's go triple speed again. Let's take a look at our demand. We're going to do 1 more hour at this 15, and this is going to drop, and you guys are going to get to see me do that. Although it's not really going to do, you're not going to see much difference because the bypass goes back up again. So not a lot there. Again, it's fairly boring. Maybe, do I want to try pushing the pressure up? Yeah, you know what? I will. I will. Is everybody okay seeing with what I've shown so far? Do you guys want to see me try and use the MSCV to adjust power, or you want me to just keep going with this? Because this was my intent, was to just go with this kind of boring method that works. Do I find the new condenser dials feel more twitchy compared to the others? You mean as you go up and down with them? Yes, but I don't think that was from 191. I think it was more from like 188 or somewhere in there. I think that the controls are a little more twitchy, yes. I've also found that my dials snap a lot faster. So what I mean by that is if I when I switch them here, watch how fast they go. Ka-cha. 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 Oh, I didn't mean to drain that. I shouldn't have drained that. Oh well. Yes, they are very twitchy. Yeah, I actually shouldn't have done that. I didn't mean to. I meant to go the other way. So they are very twitchy. I should have done a different dial too. It'll be all right. Let's see what happened. So, yes, they do move quite a bit. Should be an exact 100% correct way. Ivan must have known all of the calculations. I equate this to rocket launch. When JBL, Virgin, SpaceX, pick your favorite rocket, or whatever flavor. Whenever they, see, I did mess with it because I lowered that, even just that teeny little drop in my steam generator by accidentally opening it for a second. I have changed my pressure and it's changed my power output. So I wonder if I can get that back. How long was that? How long do you think? I don't know. Let's just open it for a second. We're just going to leave it for just a minute. See if we can get that back in there. And we're going to artificially refill it again. I may be completely killing my system right now, but we'll see. How much do I want to add in there? What are we going up by? Yeah, I think that's good. I don't know how much it was, and this may be too much, but we're going to go with it. And then, to fill this, I'm just going to raise that up. And it will fill it faster. We're going to back up to about 15,000 or so. What were we saying? Rocket launch. JBL, SpaceX, Virgin, whoever it is. When they build a rocket, and they're like, okay, we've done the math. We've put in the screws and nuts and bolts, and hooked up the wires and the tubes and the whatever. When they put it on, they're not like, hey, let's blow this thing up. We want this to fail. They learn from failures. They're not afraid of failures. But I think most of the time they're going, okay, this should work because we've done the math. We're smart people. We figured it out. Put in the calculations, put it on. All of a sudden, the rocket blows up. They go, okay, well, let's figure out why. Oh, we tweaked it. Okay, so we learned this. Okay, we didn't think about this. We hadn't considered that. These two things together worked as an unexpected way. Oh, if we do. And they learn from it, and then they go back and try it again and again and again and again. That's kind of how I relate Nuclearis. That I think when Ivan puts things out, he goes, okay, this is how I think it's going to work. This is how I think it's going to play out. And then he puts it out. And we are kind of the testers. We're the mass testers for him. And then Unity comes in, right? And out of nowhere and gives him a roundhouse kick to the game that throws things off that he wasn't anticipating either. So do I think that Ivan intends for us to put in a certain number, a certain dial, a certain percentage? No, I don't think so. I don't want to speak for him, but I don't think that's the intent. So yeah, that's good. And has that brought it back up? No, it hasn't. Are we going to meet demand? Not if we don't do something. So that's more how I assume that it is. And again, there's more than one way to do that. There's different ways to accomplish this goal, whatever this goal is. There's different ways to have it, to go about it. And Ivan can't predict all the ways that one might do it. He might say, oh, I think it should be run this way. And he designs it around that. And then someone comes along and says, well, I'm gonna change. He intended the temperature to be 302. Well, I'm gonna do it at 265, and then figure out a way to make it work. So I don't know. I don't want to speak for him, but that's kind of how I've viewed this. And I'm not just saying that because he's here. I've kind of felt that way for a long time. But there's more than one way to do it. MSC for demand control. Yeah, okay, I will do it. Below 5 on the MSCV, cannot figure out keeping retention tank full even with bypass. Did you find a way to do that? Yes. It's not easy, and I'm going to demonstrate it now, but it requires some setup. So now we will go to trying to do this with the MSCV. The crux of this is that this breaks off from my mantra of the 5-to-1 ratio for flow speed to MSCV, the secondary flow speed to the MSCV. This guy has to stay at 25. He just needs to. If he doesn't, this gets thrown off, which is not the end of the world, but it's just going to create an imbalance in things. You'll see that as I go about this. I've only tested this once, and it was at midnight with another someone else on the development team. So be patient with me as I go through this. But we're going to close this all the way. And now what we're going to do is we're going to close down our MSCV a bit. And yes, it's going to throw off our retention tank. It's actually a little high, which will work out in our favor. But we're going to lower this to, say, 4. Okay. And, oh, that did not go up where I expected it to. So that change in volume actually had a bit of an effect. More than I intended. But it's all right. It's all right. It'll work out. So this we're going to open to try and slow it down as much as humanly possible. What I need is I need this pressure up. And I need it up a lot. So I'm also going to increase this to about, let's go like 35 maybe. No, let's do 30 so we don't get too much cooling from it. Okay. Our demand's gone down to 12. We're just writing our resistor banks. And this is plummeting, so I actually need to probably increase. Yeah, because that's going to go really slowly. How do I want to do this? 100? Yeah, we're just going to have to. So the reason this is not in balance right now is because my middle number, the coolant evaporator, is going up so much. It'll start coming down. I'm now dumping cold water into it, which is going to stall my pressure rising, but I kind of need it to happen. So I'm hoping that as I leave it, see, this is where it's kind of difficult. Is now I'm hoping this comes back up, but I don't know how high it's going to go. There we go. Okay, so now my pressure should be increasing. It is. It's just going to take a little while. And this is where we're writing the resistor banks. So I think it's going to go up and come back down, though. I think it's going to still oscillate. I just have to wait a while. What I'm aiming for here is 65 bar. I'm just letting you know it's going to take a while to get us there. I wonder if I can give it more heat. Should we give it more heat? Yeah. Oh, yeah. See, look at all the cooling we're getting from that. So let's pull this out to 92, and we're going to increase this to 35. Again, the concepts here. So let me explain this. Are you going to go? Are you going to, like, way overshoot? Yeah, you are. So we'll bring this back. We'll put in, like, 3 of these. So, conceptually, what's happening? I've lowered my MSCV. It's creating back pressure. And so I am, because less steam is going out, I'm actually evaporating more coolant inside. Because I'm evaporating more coolant inside, the level of my steam generator is falling. In order to counter that, so that it doesn't bottom out, I need to draw more in here. This is also throwing off my feng shui over here. As this comes in, well, this water is cold, right? It's sitting at a cool 22 degrees, being tossed into a steam generator that's 269 degrees. It has a cooling effect, which in turn lowers that middle number. So initially, until things kind of even out. So in order to counteract that, the coldness of this extra water being dumped in, I'm increasing the heat through here. I'm sending more units of heat to the steam generator to help counteract that. It also speeds up that middle number, the coolant evaporated, and helps to keep that going so that I can get this pressure up faster. This is still going to fall. No, it's not. It's going to rise. Oh, it leveled out. Oh, good. Okay. That's what's going on there. This number will continue to rise as my pressure increases and as I add more heat to it. As you increase the primary speed below about 30, maybe 25, 30, it has almost no cooling effect on the core. I would actually say basically none. Above about 30, 35-ish, you get some. And then at 50, you get a lot. And above 50, you get diminishing returns on how much heat is coming through. Notice I have the red light. Notice I'm in the red, but everything's being fine. It would be interesting to see where I would be at if I hadn't accidentally killed or drained off some of that water. But I can go back to triple speed, and we're shooting that towards 65. This dropped a bit, and it's going to come back. But until then, my condenser rate's going to fall. And that's okay. We're just going to let it do its thing. Now this continues to fall. There's nothing I can do about it. The SMSI isn't doing anything. I could bypass it. Is there a problem with bypassing it? Yes, more steam will leave the steam generator, which will slow down my pressure increase. So again, this isn't necessarily a way that I would do this, and it's going to kind of hurt as we get the setup to use the MSCV. But I really need this steam pressure up pretty high, like I said, to about 65. So it's just gonna have to sit for a while. Yeah. Is there a way? Okay. When audit starts? Don't know. Oh, day 5. I believe day 5. I haven't taken a new game to day 5, but I believe at day 5 is when they traditionally have started. So now we just kind of will sit and wait. Let AO do another, see if he's added anything. Nope. We'll have him do another scan. Okay, pressure or our temperature's holding. Everything's looking good. Speeding this along as much as I can. Trying to get that up. This should still oscillate a little bit. This should go back up toward 50. I think. Just halfway in between those two. Maybe not. Okay, so again, our fill level, we're still doing okay. I know it looks low, but it'll be all right, and it'll come back up. Once we lower this down, back down to 25, we'll be pretty close, and it'll kind of go the other way, and it should start filling soonish. But what I found is this has to be, I think, above 63 for this to all work out. And you can't have, you still need bypass with the MSCV at 4. So I will say that it's not a perfect system because you still need bypass, you just don't need as much of it. And the reason for that is because this controls how much steam comes back to the retention tank. The whole reason it's dropping is because it's just not getting enough through here below 5. So yeah, I may have mistimed this. I need this to go faster. We just crank this up. Let's just go 45. It's going to cool it off here. Watch the temperature. This is going to fall. Unless it decides to make a liar out of me. Okay, I guess so. Oh, it's actually going up. Oh, is it going down now? Nope, I guess same cooling effect. All right, excellent. So this should be going up faster now. Yeah, look at that. There we go. Okay, now we're getting pretty close. Okay, this is getting low. It'll still work until it hits 0, so we're okay for now. Although I don't know why this is... If this gets to 40, it's going to stop creating steam. We may be at a... Okay, that might be as good as I'm going to get. Because eventually, once this drops down to 40, there's just no more room for steam. So I think that's where we're at. And once that happens, you're going to see my left number drop down. Yeah, so we need to back this off. We'll go back down to, what did I have in, like 15? And it's going to drop pressure a whole bunch. And let's see if we open this up to, actually let's do 6. And we'll drop this down to 25. And see if I can catch it before we lose all of our steam. Let's see if we can make it work. Have we frozen this? Ta-da! Oh, and it's still going down a little bit. Not like it was. It should. Yeah, so it's just not enough pressure. Yeah, and it's still continuing to fall. Yeah, it's not going to do it. I couldn't get it up there. I'm trying to... I guess 65 matters. And the problem is this is all going to balance out here shortly. So just having the MSCV at 4 is just difficult. I don't remember how we got it there. Ooh, I might actually trip my... no. We're doing good.
Report is complete. Now, you can check it from your tablet.
But see, the pressure's going to fall and it's going to stabilize again, and then it's still just not going to be enough for this. So the because of the limitations on these, the only way I know of is to bounce this back up to 5. And as soon as I do this, this is actually going to rise pretty quickly. And then this is going to plummet. So, but I couldn't even get it set up. I think I would have had to set it up earlier, like way earlier in the process, because getting that steam up there artificially to 62, 65 is tough. Couldn't get it all the way up there, and you saw how far it fell, and it's just coming down. So at this point, we're just writing resistor banks. We have the increased output because, oh, has this just gone? No, it hasn't. I'm surprised. I would have expected this to shoot up temperature. It did not. And I think that's because our steam is artificially so high. This will continue to fall. It should drop down to about 30, what was it, 34, 35, 36 bar. And look how full my condenser is. Ooh-wee. That's because my coolant evaporator is so low. So we're actually going to shut this down a little bit. Let's see if we can get that evaporator back up, because now we're over full here. So now my whole balance is thrown off. Okay, so now it's back up to normalish levels. And this should skyrocket. Pressure's going up. And let's just get this down a little ways, because I don't like it being that high. What are we doing here? Yeah, so right now it's filling a lot. See it going way up. there you go. Once this gets down a little lower, I'll kick this back up. But so I wasn't able to do it. Keeping that pressure up that high. I don't even remember how we did it. I should have recorded or taken notes. It was like 2 a.m. It was tough. How did I end up on this game? What hooked me in? Aviation field. Yeah, I just have always been interested in nuclear physics and nuclear power plant. I have always looked for a simulator and I couldn't find one, and then I found this one by accident on Steam and just really enjoyed it. I really struggled with it at first. I have big long rants on Discord about how upset I am at the game and how frustrating it is and how I don't like a lot of things, and then Barana, who's one of the community helpers, tossed out a suggestion one day, and he said, try setting these, and it's like everything clicked. And from then on, I was able to understand, and just by playing with it, how everything worked together. And it's almost like I had this, I don't know, Prometheus moment of just enlightenment, and everything kind of just making sense all of a sudden. And it became a lot of fun, and I just really enjoyed it. And the idea to make videos came from a lot of people having the same frustrations that I did. And just saying, well, maybe there's other people out there who learn the same way I do. So if I can make videos and help them, then that's what I'll do. I've never earned a penny from YouTube. I keep getting invited to, make money from ads and all, and that's not what I'm here for. I'm not here to be a famous YouTuber. I don't have the fancy setup and the whiz bang whatever that some of those guys do. I work full time. I do some other games for fun, but really I'm in this to because I believe in Ivan, I believe in the game, and I'm just here to help folks. That's why I don't ever post my own videos in the help chat in the official Nuclearis Discord, because I'm not here to self-promote. Other people do, and that's fine, that's great. I've never once asked anyone to like or subscribe, because that's not what I'm here for. I made the trailer for Nuclearis, the one that I haven't posted on Steam and in YouTube, just to help promote the game, because I do like it, and it's kind of a cool story. That, along with Ivan's story, where he works full time, he has a family, this is a hobby that he does on the side, I think is awesome, and I think it's a cool story, and so I'm just all about kind of promoting and helping it. So there were a lot of things that got me hooked. One was I just like nuclear physics. I've actually taken online courses from, I think it's called MEFI. It's the Moscow Engineering and something Institute of Physics. They have like a nuclear program at the University of Moscow in Russia, and I had a Russian teacher with a very Russian accent, obviously, and but it was fun, and I learned a lot, and I just really enjoy it. So now it's coming down. It should bounce back up because I'm dumping all this cold water in because I increased my secondary, but I want to slow this up a little bit. We'll let that come back before we add more. So, and then that coupled with just the story that this is such a cool game, there's not another one like it, and that someone is doing this as a hobby on the weekends, I just thought was really neat. And I don't know, the fact that it's an indie game also contributes to me liking it as much as I do. So that's a really long answer. What got me into it? I like nuclear stuff. What kept me around? The fact that it's an indie game and all that. Let's see, aviation field, go with flight simulation game and thing. Why this? Any story behind it? That's about it. Yeah, hope that makes sense. Glad to catch you live. The guy from that thing, welcome. Well, thank you. I appreciate your kind words. That's it's very kind. This is gonna be kind of I'm very much not one to brag. I do think I kind of have a knack for teaching. I've done it in the real world lots of times. I've been a what? We didn't go into the core building? Oh my goodness. Slackers. We missed out. I thought we got through all the objectives. I can't believe I forgot that one. Did I really forget that one? Yeah, I guess I did. What was I saying? Oh, I've been a tutor to college students and to all the way down to primary to grade school students. I used to be a firearms instructor here in the U.S. You know, lots of people own guns, and so I was a teacher for people who own guns. I did a lot of teaching at my job and the job that I work at. So teaching is something that I enjoy, and I think I do an okay job at. And so I think by applying that to the videos, it's kind of helped out a bit. And I think people, you know, have hopefully benefited from it. So I appreciate that. At what point you can buy equipment? Are you waiting for? Yeah, I am. I have. Oh, got to pay our bills. Oops, I bumped my mic. I have a Proton. No, not Proton. A Patreon. A Patreon that people can sign up for, and yeah, my my machine is a little old. I am running. My graphics card is 3 digits. I think it's an old GeForce NVIDIA something, and it's pretty old. My processor actually took out of an even older machine. I think it's from 2012. My graphics card is from 2016. I have this old little dinky. This is why I don't run on high graphics. Everybody runs on the high graphics, and I do this just so I don't melt my machine. It takes a long time to render the videos that I put online, which is kind of funny. But you know what? It works and it's fine. And if one day I can make money through it to just buy myself a new machine, that'd be great. But yeah, I don't ask people for, I don't know, maybe one day. At first, my Discord was going to be kind of like a paid thing, a subscription thing. But then I decided I'd rather just hang out with people and have stuff to chat about during the day and get to interact with you all, because for me, that's kind of fun, the people aspect of it. So I changed that, and now it's free and it's open to anybody. I might, it's set up so that I can offer exclusive things to those who pay, and I might do that, I don't know, one of these days, but it's not there right now. So, yeah. If you have not reached your channel for a guy who quit the game. Well, good. I'm glad you didn't quit the game. I know there are people who are frustrated, and there's a lot of people in the official Nuclearis who have never heard or never seen of my videos. And again, I'm not trying to self-promote my videos. I know it can be frustrating, and I would rather people enjoy playing the game, because it is enjoyable and it is fun, and I want people to enjoy it like I do. So I don't know, maybe that is a little bit selfish. Getting back to the game itself. So the reason I'm at 25 is because my steam stayed high. Just from where my condenser level is pretty high. As that goes down, my pressure will go down. And again, that's because if we look at the steam generator conceptually, it's full of water to a point, right? And the fill level could be here, it could be here, it could be here. Well, whatever empty space is left, that's where the steam sits. And the more open space you have, the lower the level, the less pressure, because that steam has more space to move around. If you raise the level really high, you're going to get an artificially high pressure because it doesn't have a lot of space to move around. If you remember, our fill level was down around 15, 14, 13,000. And I think our pressure was at 35 bar, give or take, maybe 33, 34. Well, we've got an extra 5,000 liters in there. And so that's why our pressure is higher. The amount of steam might be the same, but because it just has less space, less volume to be in, I believe it's higher. That extra pressure is what's creating the higher torque, which then translates to a higher output. So yeah, that's what that's about. And getting this down, I think it'll come down eventually on its own, but for right now we're balanced. I would actually like to get that down. Let's leave that down. It's going to throw everything off, but it's okay. My condenser is going to fill up, and that's fine. Also, how's this guy doing? He should be, yeah, he's on his way up. And even while I'm doing that, I can still work on trying to meet these. Oh, did you hear that? That was AO falling in the water. I don't, is my volume down? Yeah, you guys might not have heard that. The volume's down pretty low. But AO just fell in the water somewhere. Let's see. That, oh, and this also, makes it weird. Oh, it's kind of with that, the stairs noise, that kind of that camera sound. Anyway, so getting back to meeting demand so we can get off our resistors. We just crank this back up. We'll do it a little bit at a time. And our SMSI is already open, so it should compensate here and start going up. While this comes down, this will increase, which means that actually this should drop. Oh yeah, look how fast it's dropping. That's doing pretty good. That's doing pretty good. Yeah, we like it. We like it. We like it. The only reason I added water again was because I accidentally opened the drain on the wrong, the wrong loop. But otherwise, I wouldn't have needed to. Somebody asked me one time, what's the first thing that I purchase when I get money to do so? And I don't even mind taking out a loan for this one. I do a loan of, I think is it 320? 280? Let's just go 320. I think it's 320. Pay it back in, yeah, I can do 1 week. Oops, calculate. Okay. And the first thing that I buy when I have the money for it is the generator set. If you don't have the DLC generator set, I'm going to show this to you. I highly recommend it. This is the basic one that we have, and notice that it takes 8 minutes to start up. This guy takes 1. When you lose power and can't get external power for whatever reason, let's say you're outside of the control room and you have to run back, this guy will start in 1/8 the time that this guy will. So that's why I like him right there. You can also upgrade him and reduce that. There was a bug. I don't know if Ivan has changed that, but where when you can actually reduce that time even more. There's an upgrade for it. Let me show you. Whoops. Right here. The time reduction. When you click that, it requires level 3. But it reduces the time to start by 10%. So, and that also holds true if you purchase this guy. The problem was that there was a bug where it actually went the other way. It took longer to start up. But this is the first thing that I buy for that reason, the fast startup. And also it has a higher output of things that we need. 720 kilowatts versus 240. If you want a neat Easter egg in the game, buy this one and then upgrade it. That's all I'm going to say. I think 1 time, maybe 2. When you first get it, it won't have these orange exhausts on them, or canisters, whatever they are, mufflers. Upgrade it. That's all I'm going to say. The next thing that I get is a power transformer. And I just go with the base one. The reason for this is your power transformers are one of the first things to wear out. Well, it's not there. But if we look at the maintenance report, when that wear gets to 10%, I'm going to have to, I can start, what's it called? Repairing it, have AO repair it. But if I only have 1 of them, I kind of need them to operate, to create power and electricity. So I'd have to shut down the plant to make it work. So I buy a second one so that I can swap between them without shutting down the plant. Same for resistor banks. If you're having to rely on them heavily, then I recommend getting resistor banks and just do the class A. Buy one, install it so that you can repair the other while this one works, and then go and purchase yourself parts and supplies, resistors. Get 2 of them. You already have 2, so buy 2 extras. Notice how that brought me less than I had before. So all of that costs about, I think I got a loan for $320. I think it costs $340 to buy all that. But this will also give me, I can buy a fuel. Oh, not yet. I'm a little short, but lets you have enough soon. I'll be able to get fuel to refill that tank because it starts at 0. To refill the generators. I have a few fuel cans, which is nice, but yeah. So that's what I put my first money into. Oh, I haven't been watching this. How low are we? You know what? That is perfect. Let's bring this back up to 25. We're going to get a big drop right here. Have we even been watching and paying attention? Nope. Let's crank this up. Let's just go for broke. All the way to 55. Normally I don't jump that fast, but I've been talking, yakking, and doing all that. So this is still coming up very nicely. And fill levels, how we doing? Okay, so now it's going down again a little bit. Again, that's just sometimes it's higher, sometimes it's lower. That's okay. We're still going to continue to fall because, again, on the left side, our return flow is lower than the number on the right, which is our steam outlet. Our steam outlet's coming down now, but let's increase this just a little bit to match that until we it'll change it again because, again, more cold water. But we want to try and balance those. So we're almost down to that 8. Ooh, this is very low. Yeah, that's a lot of torque to be burning off. I don't know if we can get down to 8. I don't know. That's really low. Temperature 302. That's really low. Once this gets below 800, because again, 10%. Once this gets below 800, we can shut off our resistor bank. But we're gonna be sitting right on the edge. I believe the new torque stall point is 2.0, if I remember right. One would think that as I test this stuff, I write it down. Come on, it wouldn't be a Leonidas video without it. So we'll go up by a little bit more. How low can you go? It's like the limbo. Oh, that's close. That's close. Okay. But we should be there. Yeah. Click that off. There we go. This is still coming up. Albeit less. I don't know. Okay. 54 and 54. Excellent. That's right where we want it. So this should be about stabilized. Yeah, a couple of liters different. This was thrown off. As we reduce bypass, we can lower this number to match. Or if you're okay with your condenser, your steam generator level falling, you could leave this lower so this matches. Pick your poison. Which one do you want to not be in balance? Just kind of depends. And again, that goes to the concepts, right? As we look at these, someone asked me one time, why do you operate in the mid-yellow? Why keep everything in this pressure still artificially high? But why do you operate in the mid-yellow? What's the benefit? I said there isn't any. This is just how I kind of grew up with Nuclearis, and this is how I came to understand it. And when I used my startup method prior to 191, when I came out, my pressure was in the mid-30s, and this was just kind of in that low yellow range, and I just learned to operate the system like that. So I can estimate and kind of predict how the system will react when I make changes based on those numbers. If I operate in the green up here right at 30, 30,000, and at 60, then that would be foreign for what I've been doing, because it won't react the same, because again, there's that less headspace for steam to do what it needs to. So it really just depends. That's just my play style, and I can't emphasize it enough that for everybody, it's different. It's just different. Nothing wrong with that. Cool. We're looking good. Oh, okay. We're cooling off a little bit. Let's bring this back. Okay. And let's check our demand. I think we're gonna go up next hour, maybe. Yeah. I think it rounds. I think it goes to 9. Yeah, it should go to 9. And I think these will also be 9, just a different 9. And yeah. So we'll let that sit for a moment. We'll go triple speed. Let these all do their thing. That's still coming up. Great. CFR is just doing its thing. We dropped one here. I'll be honest, I don't maybe know why Temperature, notice that our temperature dropped. It's the middle of the night, right? So the temperature dropped a little bit on the weather. The temperature for today is supposed to be 20 degrees Celsius. I wonder if Ivan's still here, maybe he can tell us. But do I even have mine turned on? No. So weather consequences even on. So disregard. Never mind. Oh, but I do have catastrophes on. This one I think just means you can't get stuff delivered. I think. Oh, my screen jumped. Playing on Windows mode, so it moves around when I save stuff. How are we looking? Okay, so we're getting pretty close. Okay, so this we can let come up a little bit, so we'll back this off a bit. Probably go more than that. I don't want to go too much. Again, I can only go over 900. Oh, that won't show it there. It's got to be less than 900 because that's 10%. So I think we're doing okay there. We're probably underproducing because our system is burning 225 kilowatts. So we're probably delivering, yeah. So this minus that is what we're delivering to the city, give or take. No, these kind of take some time to update. So we're actually going to underproduce a bit, 96. So I could maybe take a little bit more bypass out. And we'll come over and see, are we at 50? We're getting close. Then we'll get that to level off. Okay, it's still doing its thing. Still where it is, okay. Once I start bringing the bypass down, my steam outlet will drop. The bypass is not dependent on MSCV. You can have MSCV 0, bypass it well above that, and it will still... Steam will still exit the steam generator because of the pipes and where the bypass ties in. All the steam is coming out this way, and it fills these pipes. Bypass is farther down the line, but a little bit before it gets to the turbines. So, just a little gee-whiz information for you there. Yep, so we're looking good there. Oh, we are cooling off here. Let's go down one. Don't want to go too many. Been oscillating up and down. Okay, so we're down to 52, so we'll back this off one, which is going to change things up a little bit. Triple speed again. And we should be sitting at 9 for a little while. It'll probably be 9.7 or 8 based on our current demand. That little increase, I don't think it'll get us all the way to 10. Could be wrong. Probably. Okay, we'll go one more. Should help increase, get us back to 300. A couple degrees will make a difference, especially if you're trying to get to a 100 right here on the steam outlet. That couple degrees does matter. So, oh yeah, forgot about you. Oh yeah, now we're way over. Oh, actually not that far. Let's go. I want to bleed that off, so we'll go 70. We'll go 30. See, I got distracted. Went to triple speed. Totally forgot about this guy. Okay. We'll see if we can catch it on the way down. And still not going up. Give it a few more. Well, anyway, go back to chat. Let's see here. According to how close the game to reality. Oh, not. I would say. Is anybody familiar with Car Mechanic Simulator? Available on Steam. I would say this is as close to real as a Car Mechanic Simulator is on Steam to the actual thing. There are certain concepts and pieces that kind of translate into the real world and vice versa. But, no. Xenon and iodine are a real thing. A PWR is a real thing. Cooling towers are a real thing. But we do take some creative licenses in the game. You also have to remember that there's two different types of power plants. Load following and I think it's called base following. Nuclear power plants tend to be a base following system, meaning they provide a steady output ad nauseum. They produce, I don't know, 2,000 megawatts and just sit there for days and weeks on end, and it never changes. And then it's the smaller guys, the hydroelectric, the wind, the maybe gas or coal. Those power plants will change their outputs to rise and fall with the demand. Well, that would make for a pretty boring simulator to just have us go, okay, create 20 and sit there for weeks on end. So we actually do the load following. This is not common for a real life nuclear power plant. It's pretty uncommon. So, yeah, that kind of realism goes out the window just right off the bat. So is it real? Oh, see, now we're going up because of our temperature, so now I'll bypass a little more. So I went up, what, 3 degrees, 4 degrees? And I almost went over on my output there. Oh, did I lose? I forget this one? Yeah, look how far down I went. I'm not very good at this, guys. How are we looking over here? Yeah, so look at that. I came way up. We're at 55, so we're losing here. Which is okay. I still want this down. 15,000 is my sweet spot. Between 13 and 16, let's say that. So on a scale from 1 to 10, how real is it? 3, maybe 4. But that's okay. And there's sometimes where the developer will add realism in and people don't like it. He made this, the reactivity gauge, more realistic, and people lost their minds. Also notice that this is just a temperature gauge. I don't think I've looked at it a couple times just to see what it's doing. I don't run off. And I don't think people, I think, get caught up on this way too much. Another one was the fuel. Realism was added in to where it has to be less than 10% fissionable material, meaning 10% of the fuel, the life of the fuel core left before you could take it out, just like in real world. Because once you break the seal and it's hot, you start pulling control rods and water away from it, and you're gonna have, well, a very hot, angry piece of spicy metal on your hands. People didn't like that. They said, oh, I want to be able to change it every day or whatever it was. They got all upset. So they didn't want to have to burn it down to 10%. So then Ivan, after some updates, moved it up to 30%. Okay, fine. Once it gets to below 30% life left, you can pull it out. People still were not happy, so he went, fine, whatever. Pull it whenever you want. So again, sometimes realism gets added in, and people still get upset about it. So realism is not always what the crowd wants in that case. Let's see. Okay. Like, subscribe. Yeah, sorry, I'm going back to Illusions of Grand Orgue? I don't know that word. Sorry. It's true. You did just hear like and subscribe. But I don't encourage people. I mean, I don't ask people to do it because I'm not here to be famous. Okay, AO, do you like the new condenser system or prefer the old one? I like the challenge. I think it needs some tweaking, and there are some things that oh man, see, I went the other way. We're gonna do this all night, up and down and up and down and up and down. There are things that I like about it. There are things that I don't like about it. There are some things that are a little difficult about it, like right now. One of those being, oops, let's bring this back. Whoops, too far, right there. That it's really hard to balance everything. You can balance one but not the other, kind of. Our demand, with it, how low it is, we're just relying a lot on, I mean, 60% bypass. I think at 75 the turbine stops. Might be even less than that. It might be 70 based on my heat and everything. I get this to 2.0 and the turbine stops. So getting down to the 8 is tough. So I think everything could use a big jump there even. So there are things I like about it. I don't dislike it. It's just kind of I'm the kind of person where someone adds something to a game, whether it's this or a flight simulator or whatever, and they say, okay, here you go, new aspect, and you go, all right, well, let's see how to make this work. So I don't think it's finished. And again, I go back to my rocket analogy of still things to be done and learned. Is it worth playing chemical expansion? Like, how much balancing on top? Very little. Yes, I don't mind chemicals. It gets really exciting during startup, because what you're doing is when you start chemicals, there's two ways to do it. My method, very exciting. What I say by exciting is a lot going on. You're running around all over the place, watching stuff, doing stuff, especially with the new condenser. When chemicals is here, and this is where it sits, that's why I'm staring at this blank screen. When you have chemicals, there's two ways to do it. One, you can kind of, I call it pre-dosing, where you fill in all the boron and then pull rods. The problem with that is you have to artificially pull a lot of them to overcome that kind of initial hill of boron already sitting in there. Okay, so we're at 10, so let's bring this down a little bit. And that means you got to pull a lot of extra rods just to overcome that, let alone heat it up. So what I do is I call it kind of simultaneous dosing. As I'm pulling rods, I'm adding boron. And so what's going on is I pull rods, things start to heat up. The more boron that's in there, because it acts like a liquid control rod, is damping down reactivity and kind of slowing the climb, if not cooling it off. So you're having to constantly run over and check it, pull more rods. It takes a lot more involvement in the beginning. After about a day or so of maybe, I don't know, 12 hours, 24 game hours of game time, I mean, not real world playing, but the game clock, you get kind of everything settled down and the gamma radiation evens out and it's not nearly as much pulling, and then it's really boring. So during startup, until you get to your whatever you want to dose at, a lot going on and you're running around doing a whole lot of things. After that, you're pulling rods every little while, a couple, and you're going to pull them quite frequently. Once it hits that point, you won't touch it for a lot longer. I'm having to run over every once in a while and check it, pull rods a couple. If I had chemicals, I would not be doing that right now. And then, yeah, that's kind of the gist of it. But that's my method. It could be different. Any auditor would shut down nuclears in a heartbeat due to the lack of redundant systems. Yes. Killer robots. Yes. Did you guys know that AO can kill you? Also, do you know we don't have a safety rail around our pool? Let me tell you how I did this one time. I'm gonna demonstrate this. It's like we think we want to be real, but no, we don't want to be true real. Yes, that's correct. Also, did you guys know that Nuclearis has a Patreon? Want your name on the wall look at this. You could have your name on the wall in the game to be remembered for all time. You can go to the Nuclearis Patreon and become a subscriber, donor, whatever you call it, contributor, and get your name on the wall. Just put that out there if you want your name in lights. In the trophy room. So if you come over here and you go up, right? And let's say I'm messing with my 3 and my 2 valve. I'm gonna actually save my game in case I die here. We're just gonna save it real fast. Okay. Oh, I didn't want to save over that one. Sorry, Ivan. I saved over that one at the point where. Sorry. I might have to redo that for you later. Anyway, so you mess with your valves here, right? And you go down this. Well, if you hold shift and go down fast, if you don't let go at just the right time, you can back right into the pool. And it's a long swim over to that ladder. That's all I'm gonna say. So if you're holding shift and going down the ladder with no railing there, it's a long swim and you sink. You are not very buoyant. I'll just say that. No killer robot, right? Say I died in a pool. How can you... well, I don't know that he's dead. He's still moving around. I hear him. He's moving around. Yeah, he's in the core. So he's still doing his thing. Let's see if he's found anything for us to fix yet. Still nothing. Okay. What's our heaters at? Transformers. I wonder if I have to make him do a... That's something that Ivan's been working on, is getting it so that as he goes around and scans things, he actually adds them to the maintenance report and things. Sometimes you have to kind of refresh it. Just go all except. Sometimes refreshes it, but I'll bet this is actually quite a bit higher. When he finishes, I'll bet it's going to be time to fix it. Where are we at? Oh, did I overshoot the other way? Yep, sure did. Oh wait, actually, yeah, I did. Bring it back up. Okay. Good, looking good there. Looking good there. Triple speed. Yeah, so things have settled down. My pressure's still a little higher. But I think I was letting this come down little by little on its own. This is back up, so now our condenser's filling again. So again, it's just let it do its thing. Yes, it's going to go up sometimes. Yes, it's going to go down sometimes. You guys have seen I haven't had added any water, except for the one time when I accidentally drained my steam generator for a second, and it's been fine. In fact, I've had to kind of too much water in some places and had to fix it. So keep that in mind. Safety rails. Safety rails. Safety's like third or fourth, man. Come on. Oh, another thing. On the glass, you can kind of see. I know my resolution isn't good, but you can see the glass. Some people complained that it was too scratched up. So, yeah. Even little details that are add realism, just visually, can't make everyone happy. Let's just go with that. Let's see. Let's take a look here. Oh, we're gonna go up. Okay, so we'll anticipate that. Get our nice little thing there. Okay, and I know. Actually, no. Oh, so it hits the hour. Okay, so now we're going to drop bypass a little bit. Let's go down 10. That should get us close. Maybe not all the way, but should get us kind of close. Okay, there we are. We'll watch this because this is going to change. This should go down a little bit. Maybe not by a whole integer, but we'll see. Okay. Okay. Still looking good there. Well, yep. So it came down even from where it was. Fill tank. Yep, went too far the other way. So now let's bring it back down again. Kind of homing in on that 50. I don't know. From what I've seen, I don't know that this level matters. If you have it at 40 or 50 or 60, I think it still works the same. The whole goal is don't let it get too full and don't let it go to 0, and you should be okay. Should be okay. People often ask, hey, how do I increase demand? How do I get that up higher? Well, one is the experience. It is a little slow. We're not even at 24 game hour. Oh wait, what day are we on? Yeah, we're not even at 24 game hours yet because we started at day 0 at 9 o'clock. And we haven't even made it halfway to level 2, so that's a little bit slow. But if you want to jump your demand, it used to be about 10 megawatts. I don't know what it is now, but install another turbine. You don't even have to run it. Just install it, and this will go up by about 10 for every hour. Yeah, just a little pro tip. And speaking of which, so we're gonna go 12 and then up to 15. Okay, so we'll manage that when we get there. Oh, why are you going up? Take that down a little bit. Great. So far playing the game, somewhat at this time of the game, I get issues such pressurized or heating requirement. Yes, I can show you how to do that. Oh, well, if your generator is smoking, that's a problem. Whenever you close your circuit, this should never be green without this being green. If you have
Maintenance report is complete.
yeah.
You can check it from your tablet.
If you have green and red, bad news bears. Damage. Don't do that. If this is ever green and this is red, you should have green green or red red. Don't ever have one of each. That's one thing that can do it. Another is not having on the resistor banks when you should, and kind of going over that 10% for quite a while. If you don't have a vacuum, a full vacuum, right, at 0.1 on the condenser pressure, that could cause an issue. What else? Those are kind of the common ones. So, okay. Oh, let's see. We were going to look at the maintenance report. That's right. Let's see. Yeah, so now, so the core is up there, and so is the transformer. Oh, the transformer. Well, good thing we have one on the way. So we're not even 24 hours in, and we're already at 15% there. This seems pretty high, especially for how low my temperature is. Because, again, I've been running on the low end for quite some time. Oh, you know what I think it was? Remember when I was trying to use the MSCV and I couldn't get my pressure up? I think it's my core temperature. I think we had that at, was it 345 or 350? That's probably what it was. Well, now I gotta do them. Now we're on a mission. Okay, let's see if we do this again. Let's see if we can get it back to where we can lower the MSCV and still do the demand thing. So, okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's go. What do I think it needs to be at? Let's go 89.5. Yes, you can use your keyboard. Yes, I'm aware of it. Yes, I forget all the time. Sometimes I use it, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I adjust it with the keyboard and then go right back and adjust it 2 seconds later, literally, and use the mouse. I don't know. Doesn't make sense. Okay. So... Okay, so pressure's increasing. Yeah, pressure's increasing. It's going to rise. And we're going to bring bypass basically to 0. Get that pressure to rise. Okay. Watch the retention tank. Oh, yeah. Oh, look at it go up. Lower that down. Okay. It's just eating that up. Oh, yeah. Let's go to 0 with it. Should cut off here in a second. There it goes. Okay. Nice and frozen. Oh, 360. Uh-oh. Oh. Oh, boy. Do we have... Ooh. Disaster averted. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, darn it. We do have steam. Steam in the pressurizer. Or steam in the core. That's what that giant drop was. I believe. That's what I was trying to avoid. So I let it go too far. It may have worked itself out now. But I believe that's why it dropped. I'm surprised it's not showing up here. And I'm surprised there was no alarm for it. Usually you'll see it here first. Your pressurizer level drops. But these actually all look really stable. Interesting. Okay, but now I'm cooling off too far. So let's go... Yeah, I should have been keeping a closer eye on that. Don't let it get above 360. Don't let it get above 360. It will get... steam. We don't want steam. Okay. So now we crank this up to... Let's go back to 35. We'll start there. Which means this is going to drop even more. Maybe? Oh, I guess okay, met it in the middle. That's cool. So now... Oh, yeah. That's at 5. This is... Okay, so this is dropping. Our pressure should be... Yep, it is. If I increase this, once again, pressure's going to rise more slowly. But we kind of need to stave off the falling steam generator. So we're actually going to increase this a little bit. Get it back down. And then we'll bring it back. 28. Still going up, even though we're adding all that water back into it. Are we coming up? I don't think we are. Nope, we are still falling. That's a lot of heat. That is a lot of heat. Okay, we should be... The fall should be less now, especially as that coolant evaporant falls. Okay, so now it's going to swing the other way. Yep, there it goes. So now we'll slowly back this off. Keep this guy coming up. He is. That's awesome. So again, all that cold water coming in, that's what I was talking about earlier conceptually with all the heat coming. I don't know why I didn't think of that, raising the core temperature. That's pretty obvious. I blame all you. We're all in this together, guys, and I blame all of you for not thinking of it to remind me. So it should be dropping again now, and it is. So we want this to go back up. It'll get there in a minute. That's the pump increases. Okay. Still going up. Nope. Oh, pressure's falling. Don't fall, don't fall. Number 4. Ah, see, same problem. Same problem again. We overdid it. I don't know that we're going to be able to get it back. So, yeah, I just, it's tough. It's tough to make happen. We were on a good trajectory. Oh, now it's going back up. All right. Okay, so it's rebounding. Let's stop it at like 35. See where it ends up. So it should be still going up. Yes, it is. Going up pretty good. How are we doing over here? Oh yeah, that's falling as expected. Open that to 100. We're looking over here. Yeah, that's gonna crash. So we're making a whole lot of steam. Remember, conceptually, what we're seeing is the reason these are dropping. Oh, I should have shown this. If you go to where's system status, and you look at, I believe it's this. Is it this one? No, which one is it this one that shows the total volume in the system? No, one of these volumes, maybe add them together. The volume here shows both steam and water. Maybe that's what I'm thinking. Steam and water together, because it says 41,000 here, and when you look at it, it shows that we'll know we're at 10,000. So I've got 30,000 liters of water in there. And if you add those two numbers together, they should always be constant. And that means, are we still going up? Yeah. And so what that means is that people freak out over these levels dropping. Well, we're not losing water. We're just converting it to a different phase. It's now in steam. So you take from that what you will. Oh, this is going to shoot up as soon as I should have slowed this down a little earlier. But if I go to 25 there, and then I back this way off, maybe to 20, and do I keep you there? Yeah, we'll see what happens. I should be able to now open this to like 6 and see if we can get this up to 50 and it will bounce. Oh, we might be there. We might be there, ladies and gentlemen. Did we get it? I think our pressure is high enough. Hot dog. Yeah, see, core temperature. Oh, no. We're dropping below. Okay, so let's add a little bit more heat back in. Maybe about there. Core temperature's okay. Is it coming back up? No. Oh, give it time. Give it time. Let it rebound. Pressure is still going up slightly. So now, there, my retention tank. It's still coming down. I think I need this at 50. I think that's what it is. This has to be at 50 for this to hold. Let's see if it does it. I should have written all this down and I apologize. Let's see. Look at it. See what other point the company says. Okay, I'm catching back up on chat. So far playing game. 11 to go around on my parts are on fire, but 190% wear. Yeah, right. Yeah, that integrity loss without wear. Turbine is the most expensive item in the game. I mean that DLC generator is pretty expensive. If you go to marketplace, this guy's 125. The generating turbine, just one of them is 51, and that's all you need. In fact, I'll just do it. Let's buy one. And okay, so we're not quite there yet. I wonder if we can get that up a little higher. Will it do it on its own? Yeah, there it goes. We're getting close. We're getting close. We're getting close. Have you stopped? No. Oh, duh, because I don't have this open. Guys, again, you're supposed to tell me these things. I'm getting distracted. I guess, is it as 100? I think it's got to be at 100. Is that right? We're at 6 bypass. We're at 50 there. Ah, we did it. We did it, everybody. Ta-da. So, okay. You guys couldn't see it when I put my hands in the air. I talk a lot with my hands. If you guys could see, if I had a room that wasn't like a mess, I've got a ton of bookshelves behind me and music posters, and my room is not, that's why I don't ever show my face. That's really the only reason. Yeah, so we've done it. Okay. So, and we probably didn't, I don't even know if we needed to get to 50, but that 65 matters. Because that's what keeps us at 50, along with the bypass. Now, I would, this is just another way to meet, well, I guess we're not necessarily meeting demand, we're just keeping the MSCV down lower, for whatever benefit that gets you, I suppose. The pressure's just high. Again, I don't know that we can meet demand with the old way of lowering these. If I wanted to meet demand right now, how would I do that? Well, actually, I need way lower pressure. And you can do that, you just can't keep the retention tank filled. And you still have to play with these numbers. I'm leaving it open because I'm going to actually go to, if I go to 3 on this, I go 3, this is going to drop, and I need to open this to 12. And it should come back up. Should. Tension tank is still good. Oh, it stopped climbing for a second there. Now it's going back. Yeah, we're back at 50. We're over at 50. So I don't even need to go that high, actually. So we're losing. So I could actually maybe bring this back to 1. So, and we're producing less there with our MSCV lower. And it's just, again, it's a numbers thing. So let me think about this conceptually to see, is there a way that we could lower each of these and still keep the retention tank going and get rid of bypass? I don't think there is. You would still always need bypass, as I'm thinking through this conceptually. And it's because of the retention tank. Now, if you had 2 loops going, oh, I went too far. If we had 2 loops going, and each one was at 50, you wouldn't need the vacuum pump, and our retention tank wouldn't drop off the face of the earth. Ah, see, 49 to 51. So I guess it's just gonna, I don't know, pick which one you hate less. I guess we'll go with that. So, yeah, as I'm thinking about this, I don't think you can, because we just can't get enough steam through the OMSI. If we could get more steam through the OMSI, then yes, we could do this with whatever we wanted. I'm trying to remember now. Again, it was 2 a.m., so I don't remember why we were testing getting the MSCV down this low and what the benefit was. Can we go to 2? Let's try 2. I'll bet we could. I'll bet we could go to 0. No, because then the turbines install. We're at 5 there. So now, if we... Yeah, see, everything's kind of frozen, though. That's kind of cool. Maybe this up a little bit more. If we go to 2 and follow the 6 to 1 number here, give or take, let's try 18. This should drop and then it should come back up. That dropped a lot. Pressure still holding in the 65 range. Still showing balanced. Oh, went up to 51. Now 52. Okay, alright, let's back that off then. Oops, too far. Right there. See if it comes back down. Yes, it is. Whoops, wrong one. A little bit. A little bit. Okay. So again, these are just, I'm not trying to necessarily show you specific numbers, just concepts. I could also increase this more, probably have the core temp lower and this stay higher. There's just a ton of different ways to do this. Oh, look, actually, look at that. Because our bypass is up. Look at that. So we're kind of sort of meeting demand with our MSCV in a way. We're actually not going to meet it for this hour. We're too low. But this is a way you could do it. Maybe I bring back bypass down even. Oh no, because I would need it higher because we're at 48, which would make our MS that lower. So then for this hour to meet that demand, I would have to bring this up to 3. Bring this bypass. Wow. Yeah, we're just going to way overshoot it. 55 to 6. So my steam generator is going to fall as this goes up to 60. Because I need to bring this back, but then that's gonna give me more of an output, power output, but it'll bring this number down. So a lot of playing around with it. A lot of playing around with the gauges and getting things to work. Again, there's no right way to do it. What's the benefit of this over the other? I don't know. Less MSCV. You still have to keep your secondary pump where it is. If I were to lower that, what would happen if I lower that? If I lower that, then I need, I don't know. Let's find out. I think I need less bypass? Yeah, I have to lower my bypass also, which means less steam overall coming into the retention tank. And I don't know that I can keep it. Yeah, that's probably the problem. Yeah, it is. The reason and why that is because of this guy right here. I need to keep this balanced at 40 return flow and the 40 steam outlet. I'm relying on adding my MSCV, the steam going out to the MSCV and the steam going out to the bypass to artificially get me this to that 40. I need that higher to keep this from falling. And I need to keep my bypass up to do that. Well, if I keep my bypass up to do that, to get enough steam coming through to keep the retention tank full, well then I have to increase my secondary to match this. Otherwise I'm going to be draining off my condenser tank like I am now. So that's why I think this has to stay at 25 and this needs to stay at basically 50 to maintain the balance here. But then that dictates the balance over here on this side. So yeah, a lot of different moving parts and everything. We're kind of at the end of it. I know this has been, I don't know, maybe not super exciting, but if there's anything else anyone wants to see, again, this was intended just to be kind of a meeting demand, going through, showing that it is possible. This is how it works. It really is riding the bypass until you get higher demands here. Right now, 15 is my max, and I'm just having to ride the bypass as it is. If I were to go back and cool this off, so let's go like 92, cool that off. If I were to go, I'm just gonna dump this real fast and see what happens. Oh, too far. 5, and bring this up to like 6. Are you cooling off? Yes, you are. Let's cool you off a little bit faster. And those are already open. Oh yeah, feeling very fast. It's back to 30. I don't know, that'll make a huge difference. That pressure should be dropping. This will come down in a little bit. It's kind of artificially high. Yep, that's coming back down to 300. So the way my pressures and fill levels are, oh yeah, anything above 20 or below 20, I'm going to have to use bypass for. Whatever the minimum is, whenever I just set this at a base level where everything is level and balanced and unchanging and not moving, and my megawatt output, anything below that I'm going to have to use bypass or try and manipulate it by artificially changing the pressures and all that. So yeah, just some things to think about. Going back to the chat, anything that you guys want to see? Oh, Ivan, it allows you to directly access game. Oh, the web server, right? Okay, he's answering that. Yep. Reading my mind, that's filling Steam Gen 2 as we speak to try it. The Steam Gen 2. Oh, to get the 50 on here, to have another Steam outlet. Yeah. And the cool thing about that is if you can get both of those at 50. I mean, you're going to put out, that's the thing, is you're going to be putting out a ton of power, but you can shut off the vacuum pump and then try messing with that and not having to keep that filled. You can add more bypass to it and things, and it's just there's a lot of different bottlenecks depending on how you. How did I get all the way down to 15? That's interesting. Oh, because of my bypass. Yeah, that makes sense. Yep. Yeah. Because that's coming down. Okay. Good there. Oh, way heavy there. Playing this game again. So, there we go. Oh, look how cold my core is. Good job. That's what happens when we don't pay attention. Should we see if we can melt it down before we go? I mean, why not, right? Let's, yeah, let's do stuff. Hang on. Let's see if we can do this. Let's go remove. We always gotta go with the meltdown, right? We always got it. 4th of July in the US here yesterday, Independence Day, a day of fireworks. So we're going to lower this. We're going to open hatches. We're going to insert fuel. We're going to get rid of control rods and see if we can melt this thing down, shall we? Let's do it. I say, let's do it. And it's my stream, so we're going to do it. Gotta give the people what they want. You know what I mean? Know what I mean, Vern? Ooh, name that movie. Know what I mean, Vern. Make an elephant foot. Oh, we're going to... Oh, did I have my... hang on. Do I have my... I will show you guys something cool that you don't get to see normally. No, I don't. Okay. So, after I blow this up, stay tuned, because I'm going to show you guys something cool that normally you won't be able to see. Okay, so let's turn this... What are we at? Are we at 50% yet? Nope. Faster. Oh, it's at 306. That's fine. Okay, we're there. Go off. Yeah. Okay, well, go number 2. Set. Open. Actually, we're going to unload. Yeah, 2 is selected. Oh, that's not very bright. Oh, okay. I guess in my dingy status, or my dingy not status, what do you call that? Graphic settings. Okay, so now the hatch is open. Right? Yeah, look at all that steam burning off. Crane, I got something for you. Let's install fuel. We got one of those right here. Yeah, we'll put you at number 2. Go ahead. Okay, well, we'll let him do his thing. And then, like I said, don't after I blow this up, don't log off. I'm going to show you something cool for you guys. So, what's everything else looking like? It's all good. I mean, yeah, the system really does. Oh yeah, I forgot about you. The system really does operate well. When you know what you're looking for, and know what to watch for, and doing things conceptually. Now wait, why is that going up? Why would you be going up? Huh. So I close that at 0, you should be going down. Okay, you are. Oh yeah, there it goes. Okay. That's fine. Installed? Installed. Yeah, okay, here it comes. Ready? We'll go hazmat suit. Let's go close hatch. Gotta get the hazmat suit. Safety first, right? Just kidding. This is a Leonidas video. Safety's like 5th or 6th. Okay, now we load fuel. Spicy water time. Who needs control rods? Not us. Oh yeah. Oh, there she goes. Oh, she's angry. Oh, look at that. You guys see it dancing? Oh yeah. Oh, AO. Get out of there, my friend. My friend in nuclear physics. Run away. Oh boy, we got steam. We got high temperatures. Low quantity. Oh, I did that one. Let's see what else. Oh, see, we're just at 343, guys. It's alright. It's okay. Core vessel went to 0. Oh no, we got radiation. Geiger counter time. What are we at? Oh, no, we're good. We're good. Open that up. Oh yeah, green ball. Green ball. AO, run away. Run away. Oh my goodness. Oh, that fell fast. It's kind of stopped though. Oh no, it's still going. Yeah, it's still going. Okay, let's turn that on. As though it's gonna do something. See if we get the pressurizer back up. Let's go open here. And open here. See if we can get our pressurizer back. Whoa! Oh boy, that went big and green. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. So, oh boy. Oh, we're there. Oh yeah, it went to 0 quick. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, we got actual fire. Fire in the water. Oh no. Oh no. Ayo, save yourself, buddy. Save yourself, my friend. Let's see, Geiger counter time. Ah, it's just 5 Rutkin. Okay. Just 5. Not great, not terrible. Where's AO? AO, I don't know what you're doing, buddy. I don't know what you're doing, but save yourself. Ooh, 1600 degrees? There we go. That's high. Are we still producing power? Oh, we tripped our turbines. That's unfortunate. Better open the circuit so we don't cause any damage, right? Can you guys even hear me? That's probably really cranking in our speakers, huh? I'm gonna turn that down a little bit for you. There's a lot going on here, guys. Oh no. Oh no. See, this is why we have backup generators. See, we're running on batteries now. Generators are starting. That's why it's important to see if the city will give us power. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we're good. The helpful warning lady, I can't even hear what she's saying. Oh, AO's still down there. He's being a trooper. He's being a trooper. So, let's tell the city we're doing an emergency shutdown, in case they didn't know. They're probably going to schedule an audit on us. I guess we're in maximum mode. That's a lot of lights. Let's take a look at the lights. So we've got critical temperature. So we're just beyond very high temp. Critical integrity. We still got 1. Radiation detected. Yep. Steam. I'm trying to pump water in. Ooh, pressurizer's taking a hit. We were trying to fill it. See, this is our efforts to fill it. So far, not. Oh, there it goes. It's got some water in there. It's trying. Oh yeah, see, it's back up. Okay. What else we got? Reduced movement due to high temp. Well, there's only 2 left. The rest of them have just kind of melted away. What else we got? Low quantity. Yep, we knew that. Has it boiled off beyond 50? Oh, not really. That's where we stopped it, so no more water boiling off. These guys are all still good. I guess I should shut down my turbines and stuff, right? Open those up. Try and get some cooling going on over here. Yeah. My condenser's filling up. That's nice. Okay, 1 minute 30. Danger, danger, Will Robinson. Train time. It would be train time, but we're not quitters, right? We are not quitters. Oh, look. This is new. Okay, do you see the little particles? The little thing going out the top? I wonder if we can see that. Oh, I don't want to miss this. Let's see if we can... Do you guys think the elevator works? If there's no fire, you can still use the elevator, right? I want to go outside and see if there's anything else coming out the top of the building. And then we'll run back in. But we got to do it. We got to hurry. Oh, look. He even added red lights down here. Oh, that's cool. I never knew that's what that was. Oh, little sirens. Okay, do we see anything coming out of the top? Oh, yeah. Look at that giant beam. Okay, we got to hurry back in. Oh, are we going to make it? Are we going to make it? Are we going to make it? Oh, racing against the clock. I'm in my hazmat suit. I'm a little slow. Oh, we're not going to make it. Yes, we are. Front row seat for fireworks. Ayo, it's been great, buddy. I appreciate you. I don't know where you are, but... Oh, yeah. Oh, check that out. Oh, we're still alive. Oh, not anymore. And we expired. Ta-da! Well, I guess that's the end of the stream, guys. I was going to show you what that looked like. Should I still do it? Should I still do it? Yeah, I'm going to do it. Hang on. Okay, don't go anywhere. I'm going to change this screen and show you guys what it looks like when it explodes. Okay, you're going to see a screen that says be right back, which is okay. You're going to hear me clicking around. Whoops. Oh, yeah, got to press enter. Does that mean we won Nucleares? Or we didn't win Nucleares? Okay, so let me change something real quick. Okay. Okay, don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Whoops. Don't go anywhere. I'm going to give you guys a front row seat to an explosion. So you guys can see what happens. And I got to time this just right. Okay, so let's go new, normal. Since, you know, kind of blew that one. See what I did there? We blew it. Okay. Oh, you guys can't see anything. Oh, that's okay. It says be right back, but okay. Ready? Let me make a couple changes real fast. Do one of these. And okay. Now I'm going to try and do this really fast. Okay. You guys ready? Whoops. Here we go. Oh, yeah. That's what it looks like. Yeah, so look. So it's all open to the outside. You got this giant beam that followed the crane, right? Crane is inoperative. You've got wires and things. Oh, pump destroyed. That's too bad. That's a shame. I guess we're going to need to repair that, right? Yeah. We've got blue beams coming out. And there's our elephant foot. Hey, look, we we accomplished an objective. So there you go. That's what it looks like when we get it all exploderated. Wonder if AO can do a oh, actually, hang on. Let's go outside and see what it looks like real fast, and then we'll do a maintenance check. Whoa! Look, it's part of the building. It's several parts of the building. Whoa! When it blows its top, it literally blows its top. Oh, look, there's one on the train. Oh, I hope we got out. There's a piece over here. I had never seen this. This is all new to me. I didn't know any of this was out here. More pieces over here stuck in the ground. Yeah. That's pretty neat. Okay, hang on. I'm going to... Hold on. I'm going to blur the screen again. Do this and go... Okay. Whoops. Make that go away. Bring you guys back. Okay. So let's see what all we need to fix. Oh, just some electrical wires. We're good. It's just some electrical wires. Yeah, that's all needs to be fixed. So, core, still 100%. Not really. Anyway, drive the train. Ooh, I don't know if we can't. Let's see if it'll. I don't know. Ivan, I might be about to break your. Oh, did it blow the glass out the front? I think it did. I might be about to break your game. Oh, that almost fell on me. It still seems to work. Okay. Ooh. Man, no, let's go. Oh, emergency escape. Let's go energy. Let's just hit it. Brakes off. And let's take the cowardly way out. Oh, gotta close the door. Safety first, guys. Don't want anybody falling out. Bam. There's no imminent danger. Am I sure I want to? And there we go. Oh, that's fast. Anyway, we'll drive off into the sunset. Okay. Well, there we go, guys. Was that fun or was that fun? Yeah, pretty neat. All those animations are new within the last few patches, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, anyway, thanks for stopping by, guys. It's been fun spending Saturday evening with you. And all this will be back up if you want to watch it again later. I know I kind of went off script a little bit of what I had said we were going to do tonight. Hopefully you found it informative. If you're not in the official Nuclear Hours Discord, join it. I think there's a link in the description. Come join my Discord if you want. We can talk about stuff, get one-on-one help, chat about food and music and books and aviation and all sorts of other fun things. And yeah, thanks so much. Oh, can I do a startup with Kim's next stream? Yes, I can do one. It won't be very different, but yes, that is on my list. I've been trying to get some of these basic ones accomplished first, but yeah, we'll definitely do it. Cool. Yes, Ivan, muchas gracias por visitarnos y bendecirnos con su presencia. Sorry, I forgot that word. Ivan, no, doesn't crash when you look at it. Well, hay algunos bugs que quiere ver. Porque puedo poner algunos o buscar algunos si quiere. Yes, I hope it was informative. Hang in there, guys. There's changes to come and things to see. And yeah, thank you, Ivan, for joining us. Everybody say thank you to Ivan, the developer. He was here and sat throughout, and I really appreciate him in this game and the great community that it is. So anyway, but I'm grateful for you guys coming by. Thank you so much. If there's no other questions, yeah, I'll see you guys again soon, and have a great night.